Hello and welcome back to the Car Secrets channel, where today we're going to look at a Lexus Technical Service Bulletin number 0021-19. What this bulletin addresses is a number of various issues with the radio or audio system on 2019 to 2020 Lexus models. So the affected models are the NX, UX, RC, and ES. Now, this only applies to vehicles that do not have factory navigation built in. If you have a factory navigation system, there is a different software update for it, and I will make a video regarding that one as well. So let's take a look at the issues that these vehicles may experience. So depending on what version of software you have, so it's a 4-digit number and it just goes numerically higher as new versions come out. So if you have one before 1102, you could have black CarPlay display or low volume. And then you have a lower than 1007 version, and you have a whole whack of problems right here. So you may be experiencing one or more of them. So if you're having any issues with your non-nav model that's covered under this TSB, then a software update would most likely fix those problems. Let's look at the information. So this is not a recall, it's a service bulletin. So the vehicle has to be within warranty parameters for them to do it for free. Because it's only 4-year warranty, all of these vehicles are outside of warranty now. So this would be a customer paid job if you were to have this done at the dealership. And the time that they quote here is warranty time. So most likely, if you come to the dealership to have this job done, they would charge you more than the warranty time, because this time is usually significantly less than the actual time that it takes to repair the vehicle. Let's take a look. So this is a bunch of files. Depending on which model you have, they would have to install one of these files. So whether you have an ES, UX, RC, NX, or RCF, one of these files would be applicable to it. So they would download it on a USB drive. It has to be a clean USB drive. It can't have anything else on it. And then they would proceed with the installation. So the installation here, I'll show you specifically the point where you can check what your current calibration ID is, or software ID. That would tell you whether you should even bother, going to the dealership and asking for this update. Because if your software is already the newest version, well, it doesn't really make sense. But essentially, you start the engine, press continue, connect the USB to the USB port. Now, since you're not going to have this software on a USB unless you can find it somewhere online, skip this step right here. Just go straight into the setup menu. And then in there, you can scroll to software update. And then once you click on that, you will get to this screen. Without having a USB and a USB drive, there won't be a new calibration shown, but it will show you the current calibration. So if yours is numerically lower than 1102, that means that it can be updated, right? If it is 1102 or higher, that means this service bulletin does not apply. So if it is a lower version, then they would continue with updating the software by clicking this button and press OK, confirm, agree, say yes, and then the software would start downloading into the vehicle. So it's important that while it's installing, to not turn the vehicle off or disconnect the USB drive, because they can cause corrupted software, and that would be a problem. So once it's done, they would just turn the engine off and on, and then the update would complete, because at first it downloads it into the actual radio head unit, and then it will update the software inside. When that's finished, it's going to show that the current version is 1102, and that's it. Those various problems that they list at the beginning of the service bulletin would be fixed with this new update. So there you go. Hopefully this information was helpful to you, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Thanks for watching.